Back with the Bengals, Chris Henry quickly found out that it's virtually impossible to walk the comeback trail alone. While most players spent the offseason rehabbing their body, Chris began the rehabilitation of his image. It began with a new agent, assembling a new team. It seems like right now the whole premise of building him back up on the field off is kind of assembling a team Chris Henry.
Chris is the center of it all. One of the things we wanted to do is whether it was a financial advisor, a banker, or accountant, he didn't have any of those really in place. So we called the people that we work with and refer clients to. We asked them, hey, look, I know you guys know only what you hear, but you got to give him a chance. And they all met with him, and they all had the same reaction as we did. They're like, you know what, we want to help this guy.
And that help included a new home, which meant much more than just a house. Dave and his wife moved Chris and his family into a home they owned in the suburbs of Cincinnati, a hidden slice of suburbia that couldn't be further from temptations or the past.
Like, you know, if you're going to change the people around you, you're going to change your business, you know, your business relationships, might as well just start with where you're living, too. We wanted Chris to move there and get a fresh start and be in a great school system and be surrounded with great neighborhoods and you know, green and, you know, beautiful flowers everywhere so that he feels like things are changing, you know, physically, literally from when he leaves, goes to the stadium, and when he comes back, you know. I mean, when they first moved in, you know, the neighbors that I've known for quite a few years, I asked them, you know, check in on them a little bit, and they brought over some cupcakes for him, and it was good. It was good to see, you know, see that Chris and Lainey happy with the fact that, you know, people here are not going to judge him for what they did. They just want to make sure he's okay.
That support system is everywhere. Gone are the hanger-oners. Now present are some of the Bengals' most respected leaders. And no player is more respected than Jonathan Fanene. Chris and Jonathan came into the league together, but had no common ground. Now, constantly hanging out together and with their families, they share the same goal, keeping Chris on the right path.
The biggest changes is that he's not around with a couple guys that I used to see him around his rookie years. And the people, like, pretty much I see around him now is his wife and his kids, so that's good, you know, that's a good thing. His family, now Chris finally realized that his friends are not going to be there when he get in trouble.
Even during the suspension, Jonathan, when he wasn't around, when you're hearing about an arrest and then the second and the third and the fourth and the fifth, whatever the situation was, is it hard not to all of a sudden start going, maybe this isn't the guy that I thought it was?
I didn't give up on Chris, even though the first, the second, the third time thing happened to him. I love the dude. He's a great guy.
You know, John, he's like my best friends out here, and just period, you know, that I'm so glad I had the opportunity to meet this guy, and he's just real, and I love that about him. When
you were under house arrest, how often was the phone ringing for you?
Not at all, really, but when it did ring, it was people like him and, you know, family members and stuff like that, but I lost a lot of friends that I thought was friends, but yeah, when things get rough, you know, a lot of people seem to fade away. You know, I just love real people, and I could hang out with John every day.
Coming up on Vizio Profiles, a permanent reminder of what Chris Henry now has and how much he has to lose.